After a tough season in the Premier League, which saw us win the title in the last episode, today is the culmination of our season here at Tottenham when we face Olympique Lyonnais in the Europa Conference League final. Welcome to making Tottenham hot Spurs again. Hello and welcome to episode 16 of Making Tottenham Hotspurs Again. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have a game against Olympique Lyonnais in the Europa Conference League final, and it is the culmination of our season here at Tottenham. But before we get underway and have a look at the teams for this very, very important final, how did we arrive at this final? Well, we played in Group F in the group stages, playing against Sparta, Omonia and Sturm Graz, of which we topped the group 16 points from 6 games. Sparta Prague second with 12 points from 6 games. That was 5 wins and a draw for us, 4 wins and 2 losses for Sparta Prague. And if I'm right, the 2 losses of Sparta Prague were both against us. Our draw came from the Omonia game, which the results you will see down here. Omonia 5-0 at home, 3-1 win against Sparta Prague away from home, a 2-0 win against Sturm Graz at home, a 3-0 win away from home, and then Sparta Omonia, the 1-1 draw away from home in Cyprus, and then a 3-0 win at home in the final group game against Sparta Prague, which got us through. Today's winners, hopefully they're not. Today's other opponents, the other team in the final, Olympique Lyonnais, they were in the Europa League for the start of this thing. They qualified for the Europa Conference League by virtue of being third in their group. And in fact we can have a quick look and see if I find them in the knockout. We can go this route just to have a quick look, or can we actually, better way of doing it I think would be if we can go up to Europa Cup. There we go. Milan will play Porto in the final there. Group stages of that one, I think it was Group E that they were in. They were in Group E. Real Hispalas from Spain won that group. Antwerp was second in the group. Olympique Lyonnais were third in the group. They lost 2-0 to Real Hispalas in their first game. A 2-1 loss to Antwerp in the second game. Then they had a 2-2 draw with BRG in the third game, and they managed to beat them 3-0 at home. A 2-1 loss to Real Hispalas in the next to final, the fifth game, but beating Antwerp 3-0 at home in the final game of the group, which is how they managed to qualify for this in the third place of their group, which then puts them into the first knockout round. They beat Luzern 7-2 on aggregate in that first knockout round. Second knockout round, we weren't in the first round because we qualified as group winners. In the second knockout round, we beat Rapid Vienna 9-1 on aggregate. Olympique Lyonnais beating Ghent 5-3. In the quarterfinal, Olympique Lyonnais 3-1 against Trabzonspor, and we beat PSV Eindhoven 11-3 on aggregate, a resounding win that. And then in the semi-finals, we beat Anderlecht 8-0 on aggregate, and Olympique Lyonnais beating Rennes 4-3 on aggregate, which brings us to today's final here in Albania. So that's how everybody got to this final, and all that's left for us to do is have a look at the team that is going to play Olympique Lyonnais for the final of the Europa Conference League. And this is the team for this one. Castells in goal. It's a familiar side, I say. We've rested a lot of players in that Brighton game, but we have the players back now. The only thing I've just realised is I'm just wondering whether Davis should be in place of Reguilón. I think it should be. That let's just make that one change. I really hadn't noticed that before the thing, because I say Reguilón's not really on good form. So let's try that again. Castells in goal. Davis, Sanchez, Sewell and Emerson Royal are our defensive line. Dembele and Holzberg in that central midfield. Son is back on the left. Lo Celso in the middle. Lucas Moura is on the right. Kane is in up front. Just checking that Lo Celso's right for that. Dilemma. Best position for Kane to play. Does he like deep lying forward? Does he like attacking forward, or what? I'm not sure. On the bench, Galini, Romero, Winks, Ali, Reguilón, Skip, Bergwijn, Doherty, Gill, Tanganga, Dyer and Clark. All I can say is we have a depth of experience on the bench as well. We can bring on 5. That's 5 substitutes, but only stop 3 times. So we have to manage that in some way, because I did fall foul of it once, and that falling foul meant that we couldn't bring on a last ditch substitute. So I need to be careful I don't fall into that trap in the excitement of everything. All said and done, fingers crossed that we can bring home some silverware. Let's see what we can do, because the final is coming up. And the pre-match stuff is up. There we go. Tottenham and their team lost the last game, which was that Brighton game. Olympique Lyonnais have won 3 of their last 5. They haven't got a full bench, though, for this one. Teams coming out for this final, lining up the traditional lineup on the pitch and a warm-up. And we are going to kick off. Dembele kicks off to La Paquette. We're playing in our dark blue chain strip tonight. And early balls there. Sewell, Holzberg, and Olympique Lyonnais player cutting off the... and he's been stifled by Emerson. Sangrel over the top. Sewell cuts that out. Ball forward again, but it's only gone as far as Emerson. A lot of this early highlights gone wide to Jonas and Dembele, and Castells picks that up. Dembele straight at Castells, thankfully, on this occasion. And they have a ball that passed back to the goalkeeper there, putting them under a bit of pressure. Hopefully they can't get out of their penalty area at the minute. Goalkeeper's going to launch one now. Acure heading that down to Onus, and it's very, very worrying at the moment, but we've managed to get that away. Lo Celso and Dembele doing fine stuff. That highlight coming to nothing as it currently stands. We have a throw in on the far side. Emerson Royal to Lucas Moura, who lost the ball. Sewell casually running back for that. Finds Emerson Royal. Holzberg, Lucas Moura. Holzberg through to Emerson Royal. Emerson Royal. Lucas Moura's run into space, and he's been fouled in the penalty area. A referee has indicated that VAR needs to look at this. Question is, who's going to step up to it if it is a penalty? And it is a penalty. Lucas Moura failed in the thing. Emerson picks up a yellow card for it. It's that man Kane. Can he score, or is he going to fall in a final? No, he's sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. We go 1 up after 20 minutes. And we've got a nose in front. Finally. Sent Lopez the wrong way. Probably nothing more than we deserved. Really? Free kick now from outside the area, but it's cleared upfield. Kane wins that ball. Shaqiri wins it back. He was quickest off the mark. And Olympique Lyonnais not going to be a side to be thwarted, I don't think. Saul and Sanchez. Saul back to Castells, who launches one long forward looking for Kane. Heads it down, but didn't quite get it through to Lucas Moura. I noticed Lucas Moura has also picked up a yellow card. This has gone wide to Onus. Can he get the cross in? He can. He tucks it inside. Oh, that come off the post. I think he had Castells beaten had it gone a little bit more left. Sanchez, Saul, Holzberg. Another goal would help us on our way. This to Kane. Kane's been tackled though by Butang. Holzberg putting pressure on, and Sangriel is back, and Lucas Paquet gets the equaliser after 32 minutes, I think it was, and it's 1-1. Shaqiri had Emerson Royal beaten, and that snuck inside Castells' post, and Castells at fault there, I think, for that one. Holzberg, Emerson Royal, Lucas Moura needs to get a cross in. He cuts it inside, and Kane is fouled. Kane shouting for a penalty. Davis cuts inside to Son, who fires it straight at Lopez. Lucas Moura tidies up, but he's given it away to Shaqiri. What is going on? Emerson Royal gets that one back. And they come forward again. Really giving them trouble. Sanchez nibbling at the heels of a cure. It's gone out wide. Emerson cuts it inside to Dembele, who fires one. That's hit the post as well. Davis, Son, as we come away on a counter-attack. Nobody, very slow coming forward. Lo Celso, Kane. And Kane's been tackled. Referee says foul. Free kick. Holzberg with the free kick. Lo Celso. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez to Lo Celso. Davis. Sanchez looking for a way through. Davis. Lo Celso. Cuts it inside to Kane, who did get it. Davis. He's gone off the post. The woodwork is doing a dire trick here for both teams. Lucas Moura. Emerson Royal picking up the loose ball to Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura fires it in, but Emerson blocks the shot. Lo Celso with the corner. It's been cleared back out to Lo Celso. Cuts it deep for Saul. Back to Lo Celso. Lo Celso now. Saul. Got to try and get this into the area. Dembele. Dembele to Davis. And it's come to nothing. Half time comes, and well, we had that sort of in the back pocket for a short while there, but we need to up our ante. We're not playing particularly well, including Lucas Moura is only on 6.4, 7 shots, 2 on target, 1.56 on the XG. They've had 5 shots, 2 on target, 0.52, so they've not been quite so productive. Possession-wise, they've got more possession than us, 51-49. That's unusual for us. That's where we're not achieving, really putting us under lots and lots of pressure. There's no mention of woodwork in here, but I think if the woodwork was in there, which let's put the woodwork in, because I think we can, and we'll see how many times. There we go, put the woodwork in. Yeah, they've hit the woodwork twice. We've hit the woodwork once. Second half coming up. Let's hope for a bit of an improvement. Kane gets us underway for the second half. Back to Dembele. Lo Celso, no changes at half-time. Kane looking for Son. Davis. Son. So, early advances, but Son loses out to Dubois. Disappointing, giving a lots of ball away. That's something that we've not done. Lo Celso picking up a yellow card as well. It's cut inside. Sanchez cuts it out. Davis to Son. Davis. Sanchez. Back to Davis. Davis to Son. Son's gone on a run, and Dubois is beaten this time. He's cut it inside to Lo Celso. Cross it in for Lucas Moura! Lucas Moura! But the referee's looking at that. Could have been offside. It's being checked. Oh, it's a goal. It's good. It's good. His 14th goal of the season from Lucas Moura. Son, Lo Celso, Lucas Moura. He was borderline, and I don't know if we'll see that again with the line. We are going to. Let's have a look. Oh, when the ball was released by Lo Celso, it was really, he was just onside as opposed to just offside. And Olympique Lyonnais kick off again in the second half. Diomande back to Lopez. Diomande, Boateng, Paquet tries to get it through to Dembele, but Saul cuts it out. Emerson Royal, Hodgberg. We need another one. Lucas Moura, the scorer of the second goal, gets it back. Emerson Royal, Hodgberg, Lo Celso. Lo Celso loses out, but Hodgberg is there. Kane, Son with a rocket from the edge of the area, and it's wide. Can feel the nerves jangling a little bit. Every time they have the ball and they're moving it around, we'll need to punch holes in them if we can. This is the final. It's not meant to be so straightforward, I guess. Through to Dembele, and that's gone really wide to Onus, and Davis not keeping him in track there. He's crossed all the way in. He's come into the area. He's cut it back. Castiles gets down. I think Dembele with the stroker shot as it was. All right. How are we doing? 60 minutes gone. I think we have had the upper hand since half time, but we need to keep it that way. Keep it tight. Lopez. I was thinking about possibly making changes, but we'll leave it alone for now. Dembele cuts that out to Lo Celso. Kane. Son. Through to Lucas Moura, who's straight at the goalkeeper this time. And Diomande tidies up. That could have been the 3-1. That could have been the cushion that we needed. Lo Celso's looking tired. And we might need to make a change. Lucas Moura definitely playing a little bit better in this second half. Diamande's been shown a yellow card. Sanchez to Dembele. Lo Celso. It's out wide to Son. He's beaten Dubois. Crosses it over for Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura's going to try and get it in from the byline, but gets a corner out of Emerson. Nicely blocked. Lo Celso now. And it's gone over the top from Saul. Right, with nearly 75 on the clock, let's have a look. We got Lucas Moura's tired. We'll bring Steve Bergwijn on for him. Son is tired on the other side, and that's going to be Brian Gill. That's our first change time. We get 3, as I said. I'm not going to make a mess up of those. Brian Gill, or Bring Gill. Emerson Royal. Hodgberg. Back to Emerson Royal. Hodgberg again. Hodgberg holds the ball up. Lo Celso. Dembele. Dembele out wide for Davis. Looking for Bringill, but didn't find him. Sanchez. Hodgberg. Good defending, I guess. Davis. Dembele. Lo Celso. Nice build-up. Kane. Bergwijn. Bringill. Pulls a save out of Lopez. And turns the ball away for a corner on that far side. Emerson Royal will take the corner. Saul gets ahead to it, but can't direct it. Sanchez. Saul. Davis. And it's gone all the way back. 18 minutes gone. And it says Kane is worn out. Don't know why he's had such a rest. Lo Celso is tired. We're going to put Dele Alli in that slot. Can make 2 more changes. Do we really want to? We're going to make that change. Just that one change. Dele Alli coming on for Lo Celso at this point in time. And we will continue down to about 85 minutes or so. And nothing much doing. We're going to do is we're going to go our usual trick. Hodgberg can go into defensive midfield. In fact, undo that. Hodgberg in there. And Hodgberg back into that position. That's how it works. And we will go with that for the minute. Kane is tired. We don't have another striker on the bench, so it's going to mean probably Dele Alli and then bring on a midfielder to take his place. Going to make those changes for a minute and continue. They have a corner. Sagri. It's headed out for another corner. It's not cleared. Danger's not away yet. And it is headed away. Aqua. Cacaret. Diamante. Sagri. And he was offside, thankfully. So. Bergwijn. Emerson Royal. To Bergwijn. Bergwijn cuts inside. He's crossed it for Dembele. Bergwijn's tried to curl one in, but Lopez, it wasn't hard enough, and Lopez plucks it out of the air. 91 minutes gone. Do we make that final change, or do we stick with what we've got? We stick with what we've got. Do I do a praise? No. It's bitten me in the arse too many times this season. Hodgberg. Back to Casteels. Casteels comes a long way out of his goal. So, Dele Alli. Bergwijn. Bergwijn looking for Kane, but he's found Bringill. Bringill gets to the byline. Held the ball up. Hodgberg. Dembele. Hodgberg. Oh, just over the top. Looking for a way through. Didn't find it. They've made a couple of changes very, very late in the game. I think on the basis that they're hoping that they might get it back. And offside there, right on the halfway, and it's game over. It's full time. We have won, and we get the trophy lift Two lots of silverware, Premier League and the Europa Conference League. Lucas Moura's goal was the decider in the end, and well won. There we are. We are Europa Conference League inaugural champions for this season. And, well, there is the story of the final. So finally, we ended up 2-1 winners, 15 shots, 6 on target. I think they were 5-2 at half time. So we really did do a job on them in the second half. Possession wise, they still had a lot of possession, but we really did do a job in as much as they only had one shot, which was on target, but they only had one shot in that second half. 2.48 XG against their 0.81. That made the difference. And well, we were a bit wayward with our shots. Had we got some more on target, who knows? 6.96 average rating against their 6.64. I will do that every day of the week. Well done, everybody. I'll take that. It's always good to get a result when we're not playing as well. I'm so proud today. Well done. I think Kane, the rest obviously did him good. He got a bit tired towards the end there. As I say, if he managed to keep him, then we need another player to rotate with him. He did really well tonight. Lucas Moura deserved that goal, and it won us the game. You should be delighted. Yep. Who else? Lo Celso, he had a good game. You did well tonight. Congratulations. Sul, not his best game that we've seen him play, but you know, in the scheme of things, Casteels did well tonight. Gill and Bergwijn not really effective from the bench, but all said and done, we're all good. And there we are. Confirmation of the results. We lift the Europa Conference League, and it's a 2-1 win against Olympique Lyonnais. Goals from Kane from the penalty spot after 19 minutes. Lucas Moura after 56 minutes. Paquette getting the goal for Olympique Lyonnais after 33. Pardon me. So that leaves us with our final game of the season, which will mean we'll come back. As I say, we are going to continue this series. It's still getting quite good views, so we will continue to do it. We're going to continue through to the end of next season, see if we can task that we've put in ourselves is to retain the Premier League title. And then also what we want to do is try and have a go at the Champions League and see if we can win that for next season. Let's see how we go. Well, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. New episodes of Making Tottenham Hotspur again are currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date what's happening on this channel and more, you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 17. It's out on Friday. It's our end of season review and transfer special. Hope to see you then.